Hi friends, welcome. My name is Michelle, if we don't know each other already. Here today with a honeyed, integrated flow. Wanting to sort of draw back in our attention and our energy that may have been splayed out back to center. And I always kind of have the inclination to do that this time of year as we've been sort of coming down from the crest of summer and moving toward the swirl of September. But today, especially so, I yesterday had to jump off of my skateboard suddenly. My feet hit the ground really hard, and then my whole body just felt a little bit off kilter. You know how sometimes your skeleton just feels a little bit misaligned. And then I feel this morning the rest of my body, my muscles and joints and connective tissue, like really working hard to hold it all together. And I think that we feel that a lot in our bodies, but also just in life, right? When something is out of alignment, everything else has to work a little bit extra to hold it together. Yeah. And so I wanted to offer this really integrated practice, starting from Tadasana, from mountain pose, and imagining in every other shape, and even these really fluid movements that we go through, imagining our bodies kind of drawing back toward Tadasana all the time, right? Drawing back toward that energetic and physical center to feel that integration of our bodies, integration of mind, body, spirit, breath. Yeah, so that we step off the mat at the end feeling a little more centered, a little more whole. Yeah, that's what we're going for. Anyway, yeah, okay. So we'll start for the first few moments in a seat or lying down if you like, if that feels more supported, just to draw awareness inward. And then we'll start the movement practice from standing, from Tadasana. Okay? So for now, find yourself in a supported seat, in a supported shape. Soften your eyes or close them to bring your sensory attention inward. So give yourself a moment to notice the sounds and smells and textures of the air around you. And then draw your attention inward toward your breath, if that's comfortable for you. Or if not, toward whatever parts of you are in contact with the floor. And focusing in on this inner sensation, the support of the earth, breath moving through. And whatever shape you're in, whether you're sitting or lying down, can you sort of imagine a long line, sort of an open channel along your spine, extending down through your pelvic floor and up through the crown of your head. And adjust your shape, your skeleton, really, to sort of stack and line up along that channel so that nothing is protruding, nothing is collapsed, nothing is, impeding that flow of breath through your body as best you can in this moment. Take a deeper breath as if you could breathe into every cell of your body through that channel. Keep that spaciousness as you exhale, as if you're clearing out that whole channel, clearing out anything extra. And just take a few moments with this expansive breath. And feeling yourself as a conduit. Like you don't have to create this breath, it just moves through you. And by opening up in this sort of integrated way, we're allowing it to move freely. And we'll cultivate that same flow of energy through the sound of Om together, a practice of resonance. I always find it helpful to bring a hand onto my chest, maybe right up at the center where your voice resonates, and then the other hand either on the earth or on your belly, so that you'll feel that the sound of Om resonates within you the same amount that it travels, that it expands outward. So we'll find that sound 3 times to begin. First, that full deep breath. Breathe out, let it go, staying open and spacious. And then toward Om, a breath in. Twice more, breath in. Let that resonance stay in your awareness. Let it expand from center out with your breath. And you can expand your arms too, or anything else that needs to stretch and reach and roll. And let yourself just move in the way that you feel like you need to. You can change your seat if you feel like you've been in this seat for a while. And then we'll stay seated just for another moment before we stand. And as you find this other seat, or the same seat, interlace your fingers, press your palms up toward the ceiling, and you can let yourself sort of splay out like a big exaggerated stretch for a second, and then sort of draw yourself back in to integrate. Right, so drawing your ribs, your front ribs in, feel the space between your shoulder blades open up, press down through your sitting bones and up through your palms. Take a breath in and out. Stay here, this big open breath. You can even lift up and back a little bit without opening up the front ribs. And then as you exhale, tuck your tail under. Pull your belly back and round your spine, pressing your palms forward. So just twice like that. Draw your tail back, lift through your heart space, maybe lean the back of your head back. And then exhale, tuck your tail around and press forward. Inhale this cow spine, opening up the front line without splaying open too much. And exhale, round, opening up the back line. And then release your hands toward the earth. Find your way toward Tadasana, standing at the top of your mat. Press your feet into the earth. And look down for a moment and let your feet really be parallel to one another. So your big toes don't actually need to touch, right? Your feet can be a little bit apart, as wide as your hips if you like, but usually a little bit inside of that boundary. Press through your feet, but soften your knees just a tiny bit so your knees aren't locked out. Press down. At the same time, lift up through the crown of your head. When you press down into the earth, is there like a rebound of energy that comes back up through you? And that same feeling like you can sort of knit your front ribs together. Draw your inner thighs in and back, like if you were squeezing a block between your thighs, that block would move backward. And then to sort of counteract that, keep it, but draw your tail down and lift up through your navel. And you might be noticing this is like a lot more effort and engagement than you would normally feel just standing at the top of your mat, right? And that's part of it. We want to really feel this drawing in, the alignment of our energies and bodies. So inner thighs spiral back, tail down, lift through your belly. Press down through your feet. Again, interlace your fingers, press your palms up to the sky. Feel yourself still the length of your body, but there's this draw in towards center. Free your fingers up toward the ceiling, turn your palms toward each other, your pinkies in a little bit. And now imagine lifting through your thumbs, even a little through your thumbnails, to lift the back of your waist. Press down through your feet, reach up tall, inhale. Keep all of that, except bring your palms down toward heart center. Pressing them together, still lifted through the back of your skull, the back of your waist. Stay here or let your hands fall open at your sides. This now is Tadasana. It's like Tadasana like you mean it. Yeah. In all of the flow, we're aiming, sort of like your body is longing to come right back here. Feel a breath move up from the earth through your feet, along your spine, out through your crown. Keep that spaciousness as you exhale. Begin to move from this steady center on the next breath. So as you inhale, stay rooted, reach tall, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands through heart center, dive forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Keep that hug through your legs, the spiral in as you lengthen your spine, draw your tail back, crown forward. Exhale, pour forward again. Soft as you need to be in your knees. Press through your feet to roll up to stand, rebuilding that integrity, reach tall. Exhale, hands toward heart center, back to center. Just that again, a half salutation. Inhale, reach tall, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, pour forward, Uttanasana. Tailbones lifted, draw your crown forward, inhale. Exhale, pour forward, fold. Rise to stand, inhale. Exhale, hands toward heart center, pull everything towards center. Building from there, inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, pour forward fold. Press through your feet. Inhale to lengthen your spine. And this time as you fold forward, shift your weight to the right. Press through your right foot to step your left toes back, your back knee down to the earth. Sorry, I need a little padding under my knee today. Let your hips draw heavy for a moment. And then reintegrate. Draw in through your legs, down through your right foot. Reach your arms to the sky. And again, you might feel yourself sink into the lunge, sort of splaying out, and then hug in. Interlace your fingers behind your head this time. Press the back of your skull up and through your hands. Lift up and over to the right a bit. So got a hug through the legs so you can roll your left ribs back. Inhale here. Exhale, draw your hips back. Draw your heart forward, keep your elbows wide. So a variation on our half split Hanumanasana. Draw back through your tail, forward through your crown. Exhale, soften your hands toward the earth. So we'll keep that integration with more freedom in the arms. So press through your right foot, reach tall, stay hugged in your ribs. Exhale, lift up and over to the right. Stay there, inhale, hug in, roll your left ribs back. Exhale, draw your hips back, sweep your arms back along your sides. Half split, Ardha Hanumanasana. Breath in here to lengthen. Exhale to soften. Inhale, draw forward, press through your right foot, reach your arms tall. Once more, interlace your hands behind your head. Hug in, press down through your right foot to lift your crown up, and then lean your heart back. Breath in, reach tall. Pour your weight forward, tuck your toes behind you to step forward, fold Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine, Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, gather yourself up, stand tall, integrate. Exhale, hands through heart center, pull in. Press through your feet, inhale to reach tall. Exhale, pour forward. Press through your left foot to step your right toes back, back knee down. Hug in through your legs. Press down through your left foot and rise arms to the sky. And give yourself that moment to really lunge and stretch. And then hug back in. Draw in through your ribs, in through your legs. Interlace your hands, the back of your neck. Hug in and up, elbows wide. Lift up and over to the left. Squeeze through your legs. Find some freedom, some reach through your right ribs. And then as you come back through center, draw back through your hips. Keep your elbows wide as you lean forward. Draw back through your sitting bones, forward through the heart space. Soften a little as you exhale. Hands can come back down toward the earth. Inhale forward, press through your left foot, reach tall. Exhale up and over to the left. Hug in, roll your right ribs back. Exhale back through center, draw your hips back. Arms can sweep back. Stay breath in, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Draw forward, pour your weight into your left foot. This time, tuck your toes behind you, step back. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a moment, find whatever, movement you need in this shape. The first one, yeah. But then settle in, soften your knees a little bit so you could really feel heavy in your heels and lifted through your sitting bones. And just this first time, we'll take a moment to find all those same elements from Tadasana, right? So you're pressing your feet toward the earth. Doesn't matter how far your heels actually are from the earth. And finding a length from there through your spine, through your crown. Your shoulders draw away from your ears. Really, it's your ears pulling away from your shoulders. Hug in, spin your inner thighs in, and this time is really up, right, toward the back wall or the ceiling. Draw long through your tail, lift through your belly, and hug in through your arm bones, that same sort of spiral as your legs. Now keep this and breathe. Like you could inhale through the bottoms of your feet and up through your tail, and exhale along your spine and out through your crown. Draw back through your hips, maybe soften your knees a little more. Exhale, lift through your belly, begin to round your spine, stay tall as you can in your hips as you come forward toward plank, still hugging through your arm bones, lengthen your spine, inhale, we're in Tadasana again. Exhale, bend your knees to hover above the earth. Belly strong, and then again, inhale, press your hips back and up. Exhale, lift through your belly, wave forward. Use your inhale to lengthen in your plank, even if your knees come down. Keep the length, and then bend your knees, hover above the earth. One more, this super slow. Inhale, draw back and up. Exhale, lift through the center, hug into wave forward. Keep the hug in, but now lengthen out, find that spaciousness. Bend your knees. Draw back, inhale. This time, as you lift through your hips, draw your right knee toward your nose. The same hug in, look forward to step forward. Might take a couple steps. And once more, bring your back knee down. Hug through your legs, reach arms to the sky. Exhale, hands behind your neck. Hug in and up. Up and over to the right. Inhale here, rolling your left ribs back. Exhale, extend your right leg, begin to draw your hips back, sweep your arms back. Yeah. Inhale, draw forward, tuck your toes behind you. Hug in to lift your back knee, crescent lunge. Soften into the lunge. Reintegrate, draw in through the front ribs, lift through the back of your waist. You can choose to interlace your hands or not if that helps you stay grounded, yeah? But lift in and up, and then over to the right. A breath in. Exhale, hinge forward, sweep your arms back. Inhale, pour your weight forward, gather yourself up to Urdhva Hastasana, feet to the earth, reach tall. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, pour forward, fold. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, shift your weight left. Step back, downward facing dog. Or just a breath in to find that hug in and up. And a breath out to find the spaciousness, pressing into the earth and open. Soften your knees. Inhale to draw your hips back. We'll do it in one breath this time. Exhale, waves forward all the way to that spaciousness of plank. Inhale, bend your knees to hover and draw back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, lift your belly, wave forward through plank to bend your knees. Yeah, so we're just kind of double timing that same super honeyed flow through plank and downward facing dog. Draw back once more. Stay lifted through your hips. Exhale, round your spine. Left knee toward your nose. Step forward. Back knee down. Hug in. Press through your left foot to reach tall. Exhale, hands interlace behind your neck. Draw in and up. And over to the left. Settle in and then hug through your legs so you can roll your right ribs back. Exhale, straightening your left leg. Sweep your arms back, hinge forward. A breath in, lengthen. A breath out, soften. Draw forward, tuck your toes behind you, hug in and down to reach up, crescent lunge. Anjaneyasana, settle. Lift through your thumbs, lift the back of your waist. Interlace your hands or not as you lift up and over to the left. I like to just sort of hook my thumbs to stay open there. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward, sweep your arms back. Pour all your weight forward to step forward. Feet to the earth, arms to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, draw your hands down through heart center. This time, stay a breath. Press in, open through the back of your heart. Stay with exhale, rooted, spacious. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale toward chair pose. Settle your hips back. Still, root through your feet, lengthen up through your thumbs. Exhale, sweep your arms back. Press through your right foot to stand, left knee toward your chest, reach up toward the sky. Just this moment, find that integration. Hug your ribs toward your thigh. Imagine you could press through your left foot into some steadiness, reach tall. Keep all that steadiness as you press your left heel back, sweep your arms back, free to have a bend in your right knee. But spin your left pinky toes toward the floor, lift the back of your lungs, inhale. Exhale, reach, bending your right leg, reach your left toes back, crescent lunge, inhale. Warrior two, spin your back heel down, open up. And again, just this first time, we'll take a moment to find all that same alignment, right? Pressing down into the earth through both feet to feel yourself draw up through your crown. Your inner thighs spin in and back behind you. Your tail down, lift through your belly. Hug in through your arm bones, but expand out through your fingers. Firm both legs. Keep that as you lift through your heart. Lift your right arm up and back. Exhale, flow forward toward side angle, right arm toward your right thigh. Press through your feet, roll your left ribs back. Exhale, back through warrior two, press down to rise up. Inhale, reach up, extend your right leg. Same hug through your legs as you tip forward and down, Trikonasana. Hand toward your shin or toward the earth or a block. Again, roll your left ribs back. Exhale, warrior two. Stay with your inhale. Hug in and expand. Exhale, both hands down to the earth. Pour your weight forward to step forward, fold. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Rise to stand, reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Stay a breath. Find the hug in and down to expand out. Exhale. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, chair pose. Settle your hips back. Keep the hug in and back through your inner thighs as you reach long. Exhale, sweeps your arms back. Press through your left foot, right knee toward your chest. But again, hug forward so you don't lean back. Press down through your right foot and up through your thumbs. Next, exhale, hug in as you press your right heel back. Turning your right toes down, lift the back of your heart, the back of your skull. Reach back to land, crescent lunge. Hug through your legs to reach tall. Keep that hug as you spin your back heel down, warrior two. Feel it this first time. Down through both feet. Even it feels like you're pressing down through your hands to lift up through your crown. Hug in, your inner thighs spiral back. But your tail draws down just to give it some balance. Hug in. Expand out. Keep all of that. So you lift your left arm up, reach up and back, both legs, especially the back one, really strong. Exhale, come forward, side angle. Parsva Konasana. Press through your left foot as you roll your right ribs back. Exhale, press through both feet, come to stand. Reach your left arm up, extend your left leg. Exhale, tip forward, Trikonasana. Triangle pose. Find space on all sides of your rib cage. Exhale, warrior two. Breath in, be in it. Exhale, hands pour forward. This time we'll step back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. A breath in. Breath out. Soften your knees. Press to your hands. Inhale. Exhale. Hug in as you wave forward. Hug in through your arms for support. Lengthen. Bend your knees. Draw back. Exhale. Lift and wave forward. We're kind of putting it all together this time. Inhale. Draw back. Exhale. Lift through center. Right knee toward your nose. Round your spine to step forward. Your choice, really. Back knee up or down. I'm going to bring it down, but if you want to be in crescent lunge for here, you can. Inhale, press through your right foot, reach tall. Exhale, up and over to the right. Stay, inhale, rolling your left ribs back, reaching longer. Exhale, your hips draw back. Arms sweep back, half split. Now moving to crescent lunge if you're not already there. Tuck your toes behind you, reach tall. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your head. Draw up, pressing your palms and your neck together. And then lift up and back, little baby back bend. Hug through your legs for support. Inhale, gather yourself up, reach tall. Exhale, pour forward. Left knee toward your chest. Yeah, right away, press to your right foot, lift through the back of your waist. Exhale, press your left heel back. Inhale like you could float a little taller. And then reach your toes back. Crescent lunge, inhale, hug in to reach up. Warrior two. Just one breath to find it all. Hug in and down. Reach out and up. Interlace your hands behind your head. Elbows wide, press through your feet, lift your crown, lift up and back, up and to the left, basically, yeah? Hug through your legs, lift up and forward like side angle, but no hands. And again, hug in, roll your left ribs back. Exhale, warrior two. These weird arms, press down, extend your right leg, up and back. Exhale and go just as far as you can as you feel steady. Hinge forward toward that triangle pose. Roll your left ribs back. Exhale, warrior two. Free your arms. Breath in. Exhale. Hands to the earth. Step back, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Knees soft. Draw back, press into the earth. Exhale, lift and wave forward, hug through center. Lengthen and bend your knees, draw back. Exhale, up and forward. Inhale, draw back. Keep the hug through your arms. Lift your belly, left knee toward your nose. Look forward, step forward again. Your choice, back knee up or down. Hug in and down to the left foot. Rise, arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, up and over to the left. Keep the hug, roll your right ribs back. Exhale, draw your hips back. Sweep your arms back. Half split, breath in. Breath out. Draw forward, tuck your toes behind you, lift your back knee if it's not. Interlace your hands behind your neck. Elbows wide, your ribs draw in, lift up and back. Back leg is strong. Stay with your exhale, get longer at the back of your neck. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hinge forward, step forward. Right knee all the way comes into your chest. Yeah, it's okay if that takes a step. Reach tall. Reach, press your right heel back. Right pinky toe down. Inhale, lift your heel through your heart. Reach your toes back. Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Hug in and down. Expand out. Keep your shoulders open, but bend your elbows. Interlace your hands. Press down, hug in, lift up, and over to the right. That back leg is strong. Exhale up and forward. Stay long on the left side. Roll your right ribs back. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Press through your left foot to extend your leg. Lift up and back again. Exhale up and forward. Again, long on your left side. Breath in. Exhale, free your arms. Warrior two. Breath in, be in it. Be here, expand, exhale. Both hands spin down to the earth. And step forward, pour your weight forward. Fold Uttanasana. Stay a breath here, really shake things out. Soften and fold a moment. Then reintegrate, step by step. Press into your feet. Lift through the like that inner line of your leg. Spin your inner thighs back. Extend your heart forward, half lift. Exhale, fold. Press through your feet. Inhale to rise. Urdhva Hastasana. Reach up and out. Hands through heart. Pause here. And again, if you feel a little bit closed off with hands at the heart, you can also bring your arms by your sides, palms forward. But be here to breathe a few rounds, integrating all the movement, the strength, the wobbles, the flow of breath. Recognize yourself again as this open channel with a steadiness at the center. Knees soft, full body breath in, up from the earth. Keep the spaciousness as you exhale. Press down through your feet, begin to reach tall again, maybe even up and back if that feels good. Exhale, chair pose, settle your hips, sweep back. Just here for an inhale and an exhale. Press through your feet, reach tall, wave up to the ceiling. And exhale, hands through heart center one last time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pour forward. Soften your knees, plant your hands, and step back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Soften your knees again, and just begin to shift your weight from one foot to the other. So each time, like as you shift your weight to the left, your hips move left, and there's a little stretch along your right side. And then shift your weight right, let your hips move right, stretch along the left side. And then this round or the next round, lift through your heels and turn your heels over to the left. Press through your right hand or your right fingertips if you need to lift through your right ribs. And then come back up through center. Heels to the right. Press through your left hand or left fingertips, but lift and roll through your left ribs. Yeah, and you can do that again, or just keep going with that motion. Or as your heels turn to the left, lift through your right ribs until your right fingers have to leave the floor. Right? Keep rolling your right hip, your right ribs, right shoulder back. Open your right arm to the sky. Vashisthasana, side plank. Press into the earth, reach up through your right side. Maybe reach your right arm along your ear, and then back through center. Downward facing dog, big breath in. Breath out. Press through your hands, reach through your hips, and then bring your heels to the right. Press through your right foot, reach up through your left ribs until your left fingers have to leave the floor. Roll your left ribs, your left shoulder back. Press through your right hand to get out of the right shoulder. Deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Soften your knees, draw your hips back. One more big wave forward. Inhale to lengthen through your spine and then lower all the way to the earth. Maybe your knees come down first, but then all in one piece. Pillow your hands under your forehead. And for a moment, find this same integration, right? So you might just like land on the floor and kind of splay out a little bit. Yeah, and that's okay. By the way, I'm gonna keep my head lifted so I can keep talking to you, but you can bring your forehead down so that the back of your neck is long. From this space, then find a hug in, just really slight energetic. Yeah, it's not a big like flex of your muscles, just this sort of firming towards center through your legs, drawing your tail down a little bit to lengthen your spine, drawing your crown forward a little bit to lengthen in the other direction. Full body breath in, breath out. Breath in, press down to the tops of your feet. Draw your navel toward your spine. Breath out, keep that, bring your hands back along your low ribs. Preparing for Cobra Pose Bhujangasana. So your forehead stays on the floor as long as it can. Hug through your arms and legs. Press through your feet, lift through your belly. Then your mid-back, then your upper back, then your crown draws forward. Lifting your forehead. Stay with your exhale, maybe soften a little bit. Stay here or maybe lift hands and feet, really engaging the whole back line of the body. Stay with your exhale, soften if you need. Inhale, re-engage, open up. Press hands and feet back to the earth. Press into your hands and knees to come back through a tabletop shape. Find a little movement if you need it. And then reintegrate for one last heart opening shape. Yeah. Anahata Asana, this heart opening or puppy pose, is this big opening through the chest, but we actually really need the support, the integration of the belly and the legs to let that happen. So you'll keep your hips stacked over your knees. Find that sort of hug through your inner thighs in and back. And a little lift through your belly for support. But then we're gonna break the rules we've been setting now. Instead of staying really integrated in your rib cage, let your ribs draw forward, like sink down in between your shoulders. Sorry, by forward I mean toward the earth. Yeah. Keep the hug through your belly and through your legs, spinning your inner thighs back. Soften your elbows. You might sink a little bit further inside your shoulders. Hang your head heavy. Lift through your belly, draw your inner thighs back. Walk your hands forward, maybe just a little. Maybe your elbows come to the earth as your heart sinks lower. Keep that lift through your belly, the draw in and back of your inner thighs. You can tuck your toes if that helps. Stay steady. You can stay here or keep walking your hands forward like child's pose, but with your hips really tall. You can bring your forehead or your heart or even your chin eventually to the earth. Or you can not. But feel that within that integration, within that wholeness and steadiness, there's space for expansion. And within this sort of splaying out, it's supported by the earth and by that integrity at the center. Take one more full body breath. And let it go as you're here. Then press through your hands, lift through your belly to walk your hands back in. End up on your back. I like to come down by walking my knees to one side, my hips to the other side, and then you can just slide on down. Roll onto your back. And again, let there be whatever movement you need, a little tick-tock of your legs. A twist, maybe. Yeah. Especially if that felt really intense in your spine, that puppy pose, then a twist is a really good idea to release that tension. But I'm just going to trust you, and I want you to trust yourself to move in the way that you need, in the way that feels good to you. Like if your body, if you're just suddenly like, man, I really wish I could just hug myself into a ball, do that. Whatever is calling to you. If you want to put your feet up on the wall or on a piece of furniture, it's a great way to end your practice. Or if you're ready, you can move towards Shavasana, extending out all your limbs, giving all your weight to the earth. Or you always have the option to end in a seated meditation. But in either case, really feel the support of the earth. And even the space immediately around you. And the space you've been moving through with intention, with integrity. Feel that space holding you also. We're taking a few moments of stillness, sweet release. And recognizing within and around that steadiness, there's breath and energy moving freely. And this breath that is our tether to the earth, that is our tether to every other breath, every other being, everywhere. And that tether doesn't hold us back. It allows us to move freely. It is a living, liberating force, this breath. I invite you today to stay in your release, in whatever shape you're in. I'll offer the sound of Om once again. Integrate that resonance into our bones, into the space between us. You can feel free to join me in whatever shape you're in, or just allow it to move through. But if you're coming along, find that full body breath, that clear channel. Just keep the spaciousness as you exhale toward Om. Inhale. Know that this resonance goes with you, lives within you, moves between us. This sound is unbroken, honoring everything that's been, all the generations of seekers and teachers before us, honoring where we go forward as we carry this practice, this integrity with us, and honoring this moment you've offered yourself of stillness and support. It's from this place where we're connected and the same. I bow to you with gratitude, with love, as always. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you always. As we're moving into this next season, we always appreciate your support by liking and subscribing. I know it sounds cliched, but it really is an easy way to support what we're up to here. And also let us know how we can support you. Yeah, that's kind of what we're doing here in this community of mutual care. So drop a comment, leave us a request, leave us some feedback of how we can support you in this practice and in this time. In the meantime, be well. Hope to see you soon.